Hi, welcome to my channel, The Power of Skill. Today we will discuss the power of Pareto Principle. Have you ever applied the Pareto Principle in your life? Not sure what it is? Let me explain it in a way that might just change how you see things. What is Pareto Principle? The Pareto Principle, also known as 80-20 rule, is a concept in economics and business that states that roughly 80% of effects come from 20% of causes. The history of Pareto Principle dates back to the early 20th century and is closely linked to the work of Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto. The principle originates from the Pareto's observation in his garden, where he noticed that a small number of pea pods contained the majority of peas. Intrigued by this distribution, he continued a broader analysis and discovered that approximately 80% of Italians' land was owned by about 20% of population. This observation on unequal distribution of wealth and resources led to formulation of the principle. How does the 80-20 rule work? Imagine you have a long task list at work, but not all of them contribute equally to your overall productivity or goals. By applying the Pareto principle, you start by analyzing which tasks have a most significant impact. You might find out that 20% of your tasks, perhaps the involving direct client interaction, key project development, or strategic planning, actually contributes to 80% of your important work outcomes, such as sales, client satisfaction, or project success. Knowing this, you prioritize these high-impact tasks, dedicated more time and resources for them. For instance, you might focus on nurturing relationships with a major client or invest more effort into the most critical stages of the project. Conversely, you might decide to delegate, automate, or spend less time on remaining 80% of tasks that only contribute to 20% of your key outcomes, like routine administrative work or attending non-essential meetings. This approach helps you to work smarter, not harder, by focusing your efforts on the tasks that truly matter for your performance and the success of your organization. Let's talk about two important things about Pareto Principle. It's important to note that the 80-20 rule is a rule of thumb rather than a hard and fast rule, and the actual ratio can vary 70-30 or 90-10%. The essence of principle is to highlight that there is often an imbalance between inputs and outputs, causes and effects, and efforts and results. It's crucial not to misinterpret the Pareto principle as suggesting that 20% effort leads to 80% of results. The 20-80 split refers to the causes and their consequences, not the amount of the effort expended. Essentially, it means that a smaller portion of causes, at 20%, often leads to a larger portion of outcomes, 80%. But this doesn't equate to minimum effort leading to a maximum results. The power of Pareto principle is that it helps in identifying the most influential factors in any situation, allowing for more efficient allocation of resources. By focusing on 20% of causes that contribute to 80% of results, whether in business, personal productivity, or other areas, you can optimize your efforts and resources, achieving better results with less waste. So that's all for today's video, where we explore the power of Pareto principle. Stay tuned for more exciting content in our upcoming videos, where we will unveil an array of valuable skills that await you. Thank you for watching. Until next time.